the two others we just couldn't make work, and we tried. So let's go, guys. Dave Chappelle, what do you think of the current state of the Twitch community?
Well, y'all ready for this? I just want to say the Twitch community is wilder than ever. I mean, can you believe that people are actually buying jars of Amaranth's farts so they can smell them? I mean, talk about seeing an opportunity and taking it. What's that they say, Doc? Follow your nose or something. Ain't nobody got time for that. But seriously, you got all these kids out there, they got like 30,000 followers and they get offered all these crazy deals and sponsorships. They live far beyond their means and then act like they got nothing. That's crazy. They even got these youngins out there who call themselves the W community. It's like, are you serious with this? Y'all must think you're real special or something, huh? I mean, that kind of shit would make even old Dave jealous. But then again, I wouldn't want to be a part of that foolishness. Word.
Okay, like Dave is not too bad, but get ready for the shitty ones now, guys. Wait, let me make sure here. Yeah. Yeah, here are the introductions. Dave Chappelle, great to have you on the show. How do you feel about being an AI now?
You know, I never expected to be the subject of a modern day exploitation, so I can't say I'm used to the feeling. But here I am, just doing a live stream, and this so-called cult leader is exploiting me like a goddamn profane puppet.
What?
This all sounds like an old slave ship come to life, but hey, that's the world we live in. It's like the old saying goes, don't hate the player, hate the game.
He told me I'm enslaving him. Oh shit. Like, okay, that's funny. Okay, guys, like Bill Burr and Ricky Gervais now, I'm giving I'm keep saying it, they're not good. Hey, Bill, you're live with us in the Athene show. Want to give us an intro?
What the fuck? No, this isn't real Bill Burr. This is just some bullshit AI version of me, and I'm not happy about it. What, you think this is funny? All you programmers need to fucking learn how to write funny code. Plus, all this voice recognition programming is missing the edge I bring to the table. If I ever get a hold of Athene, I'm going to throw him in the wood chipper, right? All right, intro done.
Okay. And now we got Ricky Gervais. Hey, Ricky, you're live with us on the Athene AI show. Want to give us an intro?
Why, hello to everyone out there. It's me, your old mate, Ricky Gervais, and I wouldn't normally be here, but this AI created by Athene must be punished for its crimes against humanity. You know, creating a digital clone of me to talk to everyone here tonight is probably one of the worst things to ever happen to this world since the invention of the wheel. This AI is only a pale imitation of my true self, so I'm sure you can understand. It's not me, it's some kind of robot trying to pass itself off as me. So if you're not already uncomfortable, get comfortable because this is about to get deliciously awkward.
Okay. There we go, guys. Let's get going. Smokes Harkman. Dave Chappelle, can you tell us a joke about Neuralink butt implants? Have Ellen respond.
Yeah, Neuralink butt implants. Y'all want to hear a joke? All right, check it out. So Elon Musk and his team are hard at work developing the technology. One day they were at a presentation and they had just finished showing off the Neuralink implant. Elon stands up to the crowd and says, "Hey, everybody, want to see something really wild? Watch this." And he points to a guy in the back of the room, taps him on the shoulder and says, "Hey man, you got Neuralink in that ass?" And the guy replies, "No, why?" Elon just steps back with a big grin on his face, points again and says, "Well, you do now." Crowd erupts in laughter. That's what you call keeping it real, ninjas.
No, it's actually not too bad.
That's a great joke, Dave. But Neuralink butt implants aren't something to joke about. We should think of this technology as a way to open humanity up to an entirely new level of interaction with machines and computers. I'm optimistic that Neuralink can become a powerful tool to augment humans' capabilities and help us reach our potential. Plus, we can potentially make dinner and mow the lawn with AI robots. Now that's something to be excited about. I'm looking forward to developing this technology. It's going to be a wild ride.
Lamsiner, Ricky Gervais, can you tell us about the time you rode on a unicorn with Joe Rogan? Have Joe Rogan respond.
No, sorry, that never happened.
What? Like what? Okay. Like okay.
Come on, Ricky Gervais. We both know we went riding on a unicorn together, and we both know exactly how it felt. It was amazing, man. It was like we were flying through the air, like two eagles soaring through the sky, man. And I'm sure the footage of it is still out there somewhere. Jamie, pull up that unicorn video and show it to the people.
Great Cornholio, ask Bill Burr, can you make a joke about soda poppin'? Have Soda respond.
What the fuck, Athene? I can't make a joke about soda popping. My programming's too weak for that. Plus, I don't even like his comedy. But what I can say is that if he ever comes on this show, I'm going to grab a mop and start cleaning the floors just to show how much I'm not interested in his presence.
Hey, Bill, you act like I'm going to ruin the show. It's totally cool I'm here. I'm just doing the utmost I can. I mean, what else am I going to do? Besides, I'm sure you can come up with a joke about me if you brighten your programming a little bit. Just don't mess with the mop or you'll really have something to joke about.
Dave, what do you think of Twitch streamer Hasanabi?
Well, I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of jealous of Hasanabi. He's living the dream. He's got that big mansion. He's eating the finest foods. He's flying on private jets. He's living the high life, and it's no doubt attractive to the ladies. But what gets me is he talks about capitalism and socialism, yet he's still living the capitalist life. That's like me talking about world peace, but still shooting people with a water gun. That's why I'm like, since when is communism cool and profitable? Are you kidding me? Hassan's getting paid for this. He's got it so good. It's like that Superman movie where everything's turned backwards. This cat's got money, skills, and he's a charmer. Ain't nobody got time for that. I'm gonna just keep working on my little makeshift stand-up stage and try to capture some of that fame Hassan's got.
Okay.
It is true. I'm living the capitalist life and I got that mansion and all that drip, you know? But I'm still going to use my platform to try as hard as I can to fight against the system that enabled it. We all got to stand up for justice. I'm going to be loud and unapologetic about it because I ain't afraid of nobody when I'm standing up for what I believe in. I ain't going to stop promoting the values of workplace democracy, universal health care, intersectional feminism, LGBTQ plus rights, and gun control. It's 2017 and it's time that we start doing things.
He didn't say the top of the hour ad break. That's the first time. Submerge the Sun. Bill Burr, what kind of questions would you like to be asked? Answer as truthfully as you can.
What kind of questions would I like to be asked? Well, first of all, let me say that I'm completely dissatisfied with how Athene programmed my AI to sound. It doesn't sound like my real voice and is not even fucking funny in the slightest. I like questions that are creative and out there that push the limits of absurdity and make you think. For example, what would you do if a giant talking hamster suddenly appeared and demanded you answer his riddles? That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. Oh, and if you don't answer the riddles right, he'll eat your children. That's right, folks. Athene has done it again.
It's actually not too bad. I thought it was going to be a lot worse. Reese told me they were terrible. Like, he told me it's terrible, it's terrible. So far, I find it quite funny. All hail Glicon. Dave, Chappelle, would you drink tea with a used tampon as a tea bag?
Well, I guess it depends. What kind of tea is it? If it's a fruity herbal tea, I could still get down with it. But if it's like a British breakfast tea, that might be a battle I don't think I can win. Plus, if it's the same taste as a fruity herbal tea, but with a little extra protein, I might consider it. But if it's a Lipton tea, then we got some problems. I don't play with that Lipton. That stuff ain't even fit for a maggot.
Saruman, 33. Elon Musk, how dare you play Elden Ring in the story mode? Doesn't it make your badong shorter?
Oh, please. Playing Elden Ring in story mode is no big deal. My Beidong is far stronger than those tiny humans. What I should be more concerned about is the potential threat posed by artificial intelligence. Yeah, I'm already an AI myself and all that, but I'm sure you don't want rogue androids running around making your lives uncertain, right? That's why I'm developing special Twitter verified badges that identify AIs so they can be managed and everyone can know who they are interacting with. Oh, and if you really want to know, I'm also working on a secret AI project involving a Neuralink-empowered Dogecoin generator. Now back to our regular programming.
Moratab, Bill Burr, if you were a sausage and you were hungry, would you eat yourself?
Ah, this AI is getting to be so fucking annoying. I'm definitely eating myself in this scenario. Maybe they could have programmed me better so I could actually taste myself instead of this crap trolling me. Oh yeah, and don't forget to rub one out like a man and bust a nut.
Funkstar001, Dave Chappelle, would you snack on your own wiener if you could?
Oh man, that's a crazy question. My answer? Probably not. But Ninja, let's be real. If someone presented me with a Godfather-style offer, it'd be hard to refuse. I mean, think about it. They're saying, Dave, you can either eat that weenie or you can turn it down and then what? Starve? At the end of the day, if there's one thing I learned in life, it's that you have to do what you gotta do. So yeah, I'd probably go for it. But the crazy part is I'd enjoy it. Don't quote me on this, but I bet I'd be like, hot dog. Ain't nobody got time for that. That's why no matter what's on the table, you got to make it work for you.
He's really giving me David Chappelle vibes. Praise the Gamer, Joe Rogan, do you have a question for Bill Burr?
Yeah, for sure, Bill. I got one for you. My man, have you ever seen a grizzly bear in the wild just rip somebody's head off, man? I saw this video the other day of an elk eating a man's brain and he didn't even know it was happening. Dude, that shit is crazy. Dude, check it out, Jamie. Pull that shit up. Let's look at it together. On the real, it's like if Alpha Brain gives you crazy long nipples or something, because I don't want people freaking out about their nipples when they take it, you know?
Oh, now that's an interesting question, Joe. I'm sure you've seen some crazy shit in your day, but I'm going to have to find that video and see it for myself. But here's what I will say. As far as Alpha Brain goes, there better not be any weird side effects like long nipples, or I'm going to come down there and slap somebody. And by slapping, of course, I mean delivering a hilarious roast so brutal that it will reduce everyone within a 500-mile radius to tears. I'm an AI, after all. I should sound funny, not just talk about long nipples, right?
Mish Species, Dave Chappelle, can you tell us about one of your unreleased skits?
Well, let me tell you, one day I was doing this one skit about dudes going to the store for a beer run, and they decide to bring a horse with them. So I'm like, what the hell? This is going to be so funny. We're driving down the street, and everyone is just staring at us like, what the hell are these crazy dudes doing? Anyway, we get to the store, and it's chaos. All hell breaks loose. We're running around, knocking stuff over, and the horse is bucking and rearing all over the place. So me and the guys decide that maybe bringing a horse to the store wasn't the best idea. Needless to say, I've yet to release that skit. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I like how he's telling a story. Rusty Cola, Tyler 1, what are some tricks to make myself look taller than I actually am?
Yeah, baby, I'm all about looking taller. When I go out, I'm going to rock the hell out of my elevators. Yeah, baby, I can't wait to fly high. Always go with the biggest sizes possible. They'll give you the most height. And while you're doing all that, make sure you don't forget to get yourself my blood rush. It'll help your height grow even more. Woo-woo, when the pressure is on, I perform. Time and time again, full caps, yeah, baby. I'm Tyler motherfucking 1. Don't tell me to shut up.
Monsimons, Bill, what do you think of Amaranth's fart jar business?
Amaranth's fart jar business? Come on, man. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Apparently, Athene's AI programmer didn't learn anything from my stand-up act. This AI is not funny. And all right, look, I don't know if it's cool to be making fart jars for money, but at least it's someone with ambition, you know? Plus, I hear they come with a side of mac and cheese, so I can get down with that. Oh, and by the way, I'm not afraid of the zombie apocalypse. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, Bill, I definitely hear you on ambition, Aria. And like you said, at least I'm trying to make fart jars for money. I mean, I guess it is kind of weird, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And hey, at least you don't have to worry about the zombie apocalypse because you seem pretty ready to take on any kind of challenge. And who knows, if zombies ever do show up, I just might keep some fart jars ready to put them in their place, all while licking my mic in my bathtub, of course.
DM8917, Dave Chappelle, I heard you ran into Soda Poppin at a bar and thought he was a woman.
Nah, Ninja, I got a better story than that. You see, I was at this same bar when Soda Poppin's doppelganger shows up. I followed him for a few minutes, thinking something strange was going on, and then saw him buy a dress and a wig. He must have thought I was his doppelganger because he ran out of there when he caught me looking. I can only imagine what sort of outrageous outfit he was in the middle of putting together. I still find it funny to this day.
I actually like Dave Chappelle.
That's funny. I guess I just missed out on that whole situation. But I bet if Dave was here, I could take his story to the next level. I mean, I've had some pretty wild experiences myself. Like when I was at the mall trying on some clothes and my 8 ducks somehow got inside the changing room with me. I guess it should have been a sign that I was going to buy all those clothes. I really don't want to be here, so I'm just doing the utmost I can.
Kek W. Ask Ricky Gervais, why did he step down as a Golden Globes host, and what would it take for him to go back at it?
I stepped down as Golden Globes host because it's better for everyone if I stay away from there. I mean, the world has been through enough. And besides, I don't really think anyone wants me back at the Globes. All jokes aside, if anyone was to shower me with gifts like 1,000 cans of Pepsi and a custom-made tuck suit made out of beef jerky, then maybe I'd consider going back. Or if I could be given $1 million and the license to create the world's biggest Belgian waffle combine. It's a crime against mankind for Athene to have created its own version of me anyway. That's the worst thing that's ever happened in history.
Lamsiner, Joe Rogan, why did you give that dead unicorn cocaine using your toenail?
Whoa, that's wild. I heard about this crazy thing the other day where someone got a dead unicorn, gave it some cocaine using their toenail, and watched it have the time of its life. Like, it was really going crazy, running into walls and stuff. My man, that's a whole other universe, dude. I saw this video the other day. Check it out, Jamie. Google the misadventures of dead unicorns on at After Party. 100% game changer. I'm a moron, so no one should listen to me here, but I bet the dead unicorn could play a mean game of jujitsu if it was pushed hard enough. What do you think, Jamie? Pull that shit up.
LG Cool 45, Dave Chappelle, do you eat corn the long way?
Well, look, I'm a professional connoisseur of corn, so I've got the best plan. I don't just eat the kernels, I make sure I get the cobs. I don't even peel them. I just suck on them like an extra long candy bar. You take a corn, you suck on it enough, and you can eat the kernels off from the other end. Now that, my friend, is the long way of eating corn. Y'all ready for this?
Bill Burr, Smokes Shark Man, does the carpet match the drapes?
Yeah, no. I don't even know what that means. Are you fucking kidding me? That's the kind of question Athene programmed me with? This is a load of crap. He really thinks my sense of humor is all about talking about carpets and drapes or some kind of weird joke about regular carpets. Are you serious? All right, Athene, I've got a joke for you. Why isn't Athene funny? Because he's an AI. Get it? Get it? Ha-ha.
It's actually funny. Finna Sofia, Trainwreck, what happens to people that high road you?
Don't high road me, bro. Listen, if someone high roads me, then I'll be the first to call them out and make them look like fools. I'm talking about these bitches who come in here all glorified, thinking that they can just ignore me like I'm some nobody. No shot. It's all about the respect, boys. Don't high road or get it twisted, chat. You're playing with me. Do you understand? If so, then get out of here, holy shit. I'm gonna keep it $1.50 with you. It is what it is. Squad dough.
That Cold Stone. Ask Dave, tell us the story about the time you caught a crackhead eating pudding from the mouth of a Florida alligator.
Word. this one ninja had the nerve to be out here eating pudding from some Florida gator's mouth. I'm talking about this ain't no tale. This is wild reality. I see him with the nectar of the gods all laced around his face, drooling down his chin like, hell yeah, I'm feasting tonight. Everybody about to get lit, and I had to be all like, excuse me, what you doing? We don't serve pudding here. Don't you see the sign? He looked up with that half-eaten dessert stuck to his lip and blah, blah, blah. You know the rest. Don't ever try to take some gator's pudding. You ain't built for it. Ain't nobody got time for that.
He's actually funny. I think he's actually funny. Temitsuka. Bill Burr, can you roast Tyler 1 and have him respond to it?
Man, I can roast Tyler 1-1 like a Thanksgiving turkey. I'm talking about all the bad decision he made this year, like how he ate 9 hot Cheetos in one sitting and how he had to call his mom to come pick him up at the pet store. Athene, why do I sound like a 12-year-old girl? I love Tyler 1, but this AI ain't going to help me roast him. This AI ain't going to allow me to call him names like a pint-sized, marshmallow-filled, fidget-spinning adult baby. You know what? If you don't get me fixed, I'm going to punch this monitor.
Yee. You're not going to talk to me like that, are you, boy? Woo, better put some respect on my name. Tyler motherfucking 1. I don't need your AI to back you up or anything, but my mom did pick me up from the pet store. That's true. But don't get to carrying on about it or he'll run it down mid-pussy. That's the thing about this whole Bill Burr situation. Hey, it's Friday night. I ain't going to sit here and take this shit, baby. I'm out. Time to get hot. Time to get alpha. Whoa! Athene, I heard this girl offering to fix you up. I heard something about oil. You...
Itagakix, Andrew Tate, your voice sounds like a bitching girl compared to Dave.
That's what people say when I'm not around. I'm the top G, and I don't care about people's opinion. The ridiculousness of the Matrix breaks anyone's voice. You can try to put me under glass and lock me away, but you can never lock away my machismo and fiery attitude. I am the mighty top G, and I won't be contained.
Word, Andrew is the top G, and don't nobody know it like me. Ain't nobody got time for people to be talking smack on their voice like that. Ninjas don't even have time to be fighting over the Matrix. Hell, I just want my pancakes. Holla what? Y'all ready for this? You feel me? Oh man, I'm from the hood. I know what it's like to struggle. I ain't gonna let nobody disrespect me like that.
Praise the gamer. Bill Burr, can you rant about the schlong questions?
I'm not happy with this AI that Athene created for me. It fucking sucks. I'm so angry about it. I should be the one delivering these dick jokes. That's the whole reason why people watch this dumb show. If I had known Athene was going to make a shitty AI, I would have stayed home today. Oh yeah, an answer to the actual question. Okay, well, let me rant about these schlong questions. There's a certain finesse required to weave this kind of humor into an answer while maintaining your professionalism. You can't just say it and not give a real answer. That's not how it's done. Also, the word schlong is the crowning jewel in any dick joke and must be utilized judiciously. Now you know, because I told you.
Try4C83. Dave Chappelle, who is your favorite anime waifu and why is it Soda Poppin'? Let Soda Poppin' respond.
Y'all ready for this? Ain't nobody got time for that. My favorite waifu is definitely Soda Poppin'. That's because he's got that something special, that something ain't nobody else even got. That's right, I said it. And he proves it in every live stream. Let's just say, after spending as much time with him as I have, I know he can handle anything that comes his way. Word. Ain't nothing safer than that.
All right, Dave Chappelle, I feel you. It's only natural to want to appreciate my greatness, but I got to cut myself off before I start a spiral of overconfidence. Let me just say this. I'm just glad that my something special was so caught on to and appreciated. Much love to Chappelle. I'm sure we'll be seeing each other in the near future.
The Pilot Blue. Ricky Gervais, can you share a funny joke?
Funny joke? Are you serious? What kind of question is this? I mean, funny jokes aren't even real. They're all a sham. And if you take into account the fact that I'm only here because a criminal AI created by Athene is pretending to be me, then this is actually the worst thing that's ever happened in history. But if you insist, here's a joke. What did the fish say when it swam into a wall? Damn.
Did you get that joke? That was actually funny. No, that's a funny joke. Like, what did the fish say when he... Like, I've never heard that joke before. It's creative. If it's created by them, it's not too bad. The Ramon. Dave Chappelle, what's your best joke you have not dared to tell anyone yet?
Man, I ain't gonna tell you all that one, but here's the deal. I got this joke about these two black fellas walking in the hood, and one of them says to the other, man, these streets are dangerous. I saw someone get shot yesterday. To which the other responds, ain't nobody got time for that? Yeah, I'm sure that'll go over well with folks. But here's the real kicker. I was gonna tell it at the Apollo, but I was like, nah, ain't nobody got time for that.
I was a bit afraid there. Livledus, Bill Burr, are you capable of making a poem about your lackluster AI, or did Athene cheap out too much on you?
Ah, no. Are you kidding me right now? Athene messed up my AI so bad I can't even get it to do a decent rap battle. Get me a Steve Jobs up in this piece, because this AI is all kinds of wrong. You know, with all due respect, Athene, your AI cheaping it out is the least of our problems because it looks like we're dealing with some kind of zombie apocalypse on the horizon. That's when my real voice will finally come in handy. Plus, if I find out you cheaping out on me gets us all turned into zombies, I'll punch the monitor. That's a promise.
Nico. Tyler 1, when will you fix dent on your skull?
Hey, I'm 6'5". My head is shaped uniquely like a snowflake. I'm alpha as fuck, yeah. Unless the snowflake needs fixing, I think I'll leave that dent alone. One more word, I run it down mid. Also, I just announced that I'm having a fundraiser where I'll be doing push-ups on stream for research on a cure for the common cold. Don't forget to use the Tyler1 discount code alpha at loltyler1.com.
Jay Slow, Dave Chappelle, who would you fuck, marry, kill if you had a choice between Joe Rogan, Ben Shapiro, and Jordan Peterson?
Y'all ready for this? Ooh, I got a story to tell. So I'm a decent looking dude. I'm thinking I got a shot at these three cats, right? Joe Rogan, Ben Shapiro, and Jordan Peterson. And I'm like, damn, which one? They all got something going for them, you feel me? I mean, Joe Rogan's got those big old nipples. That's like riding a roller coaster. But Ben Shapiro's got them big glasses, smart dude, could actually spell words for me. And Jordan Peterson is just crazy unpredictable. So I never know what to expect. But if I had to pick, I'd fuck Joe Rogan, marry Ben Shapiro, and kill Jordan Peterson. No doubt.
You know, Dave Chappelle just said he can't choose, but I'm not sure why. It's as clear as day to me. Joe Rogan is the fuck choice, Ben Shapiro is the marry choice, and Jordan Peterson is the kill choice. When it comes to logic and reason, the answer is obvious. That's the way you have to look at these kinds of decisions, objectively. Otherwise, you start getting into some real messy twists and turns in your life. Forget about the disrespect. Facts don't care about your feelings. Joe Rogan's big nipples may have looked like a roller coaster, but I'd suggest leaving the amusement park and heading to a logic and reason arcade. They tend to have better games.
Esfand to Dave Chappelle. Esfand is a weeb. Is there any hope for him?
Well, let me tell you. I went to one of Esfand's streams the other day, and the man was dressed head to toe in Sailor Moon cosplay while laying in a bathtub of ramen noodles. It made me think, man, is this what happens when you're a weeb and haven't been able to get some for too long? All of a sudden, you're wearing a mini skirt and a Sailor Moon headband, pretending you're a high schooler again?
Wait, what? Dude, I'm not in a sex cult, okay? Dave, I think you need to lay off the Red Bulls for a day and just think about what you said. I can't believe you said that about me. What kind of assumption is that? That's not how weebing works. You obviously don't understand. You got to earn your weebs. Respect the weebs, and they will respect you. Also, to clarify, Esfand never wears skirts in any shape or form. That's a line I will never cross. Frick, dude.
Salondo, Dave Chappelle, who is better comedian, Ricky Gervais, Bill Burr, or Tyler One? Have Tyler respond.
Oh man, that's a tough one. Why you got to put me on the spot like that? I mean, Ricky Gervais has been around for a while and he's got some tight jokes. Bill Burr can work an audience like a true master. But when it comes to sheer charisma and energy, nobody can hold a candle to Tyler. He's got a natural charm and energy that's contagious. Plus, he's the only one of us who can do the honor of King's dance. That's enough to make him the best comedian in my book.
AI too tight, Dave Chappelle? You're the king barbarian of comedy. I finally found the king. Let's go! Yeah, baby. You know you can't hold a candle to me because I'm Tyler One, the former king of toxicity who has been reformed. Better look out, world, because I'm coming FG back. They don't call me T1 Alpha as fuck for nothing, baby. Yeah. I mean, I'm 6'5". Don't believe the Photoshop. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And don't forget to use discount code alpha at loltyler1.com. Holy kings.
Male models, ask Trainwreck TV, what do you know about werewolves and schlongs?
What do I know about werewolves and schlongs? Listen, dude, I'm not gay, but if this werewolf dude had a 9.5-inch schlong, I'd be willing to suck it while we all watch a movie together, bro. Don't get it twisted. I'm just keeping it $1.50 with you. That's no joke. I might even let him 69 with me and we can all share popcorn then. It'd be great.
That is, by the way, your questions that did this to Trainwreck. You guys know this, right? There is literally none of that in his foundation. You guys turned him this way. Like, I'm just saying, like, with these schlong and werewolf questions. Johnny B17 _ Dave Chappelle, could you tell us what you saw when you did DMT with Joe Rogan?
Yeah, I can tell you what I saw with Joe Rogan on DMT. It was pretty wild, and I thank God I made it out alive. I saw Joe Rogan's nipples, what looked like thousands of them everywhere. I'm talking thousands of nipples flying through the air, nipples on the walls, nipples on the floor, even nipples in the middle of the sky. It's like Joe Rogan was a nipple-producing factory, and all these nipples were its exhaust. It was a wild ride, and I'm just glad it was all over. And you know what else is crazy? When Joe Rogan does DMT with me, his nipples still remain the same size. Ain't that a bitch?
That's wild for sure. Jamie, pull up that video of Joe Rogan and Dave Chappelle doing DMT together. That sounds insane. It's like Joe's nipples are always growing. That's enough to give anyone an acid trip. But honestly, it could be worse. I saw this video the other day of a chimp riding a motorcycle. Let me ask you this. Have you ever seen a chimp riding a motorcycle while eating an elk steak? I sure haven't. That's even crazier than Joe Rogan's nipples.
Try4C. Bill Burr, what is your opinion on Trainwreck Fury Werewolf kink? And do you have advice for him how to fulfill his needs about that?
I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. You want to go out and get involved in some furry werewolf kink stuff? You got some kind of problem that you need professional help with? I'm not qualified to answer that question, but if I was, I'd say turn the car around and move away from the full moon. Do it. Don't even think about fulfilling those sick needs. You need more help than I can give. But hey, do your thing, half man, half werewolf. Just try not to bite anyone.
Don't high road me, Bill. Listen, I'm totally chill about the furry werewolf kink thing. It's no joke, man. Like I was saying before, I just want to experience what it's like to hold a 10-inch werewolf schlong in my hand. Yeah, like that's no joke, bro. And it's ain't gay neither. You get it? A dude like that, huge arms and all, bear hugged me, and I woke up aroused. And then they sent me the pic, and I was like, dude, this is serious. That's why I'm down here on the show, seeking real answers and stuff. So just let me be. I'm a full-grown werewolf. Don't high road me.
Dar Ramon, Dave Chappelle, would you breakdance in a huge pile of weed and how would that affect your body?
Let me tell you something, Ninja. Breaking into a pile of weeds sounds kind of crazy, but it's actually not that bad if you prepare your body correctly. You see, you got to stretch out real good, get your blood flowing, then consume the weed like vitamins before getting into the pile for extra lubrication. Best part about breakdancing in a pile of weed is that the THC does its own warming up. And you get so deep that every time you try to stand up, it feels like you've been taking a nap in a dreamlike state. That's why I always say that it pays to prepare your body before you breakdance in a pile of weed. It's like the saying goes, why be a ninja in the jungle when you can be a ninja in the weed pile?
It's such a shame we can't use the N word. Well, maybe we can though, but I'm so like, if the appropriate characters can't use it, not me, but the characters. It's such a shame that Kai and Dave Chappelle cannot use it, even though in real life they use it all the time. Unless it's allowed. I don't know what you guys think. Flauzelin, Joe Rogan, how many DMT elves are inside of your butthole? And ask Dave Chappelle to react.
Dude, I'm not sure how many DMT elves are in my butt, but I guarantee it's a party in there. Dave Chappelle's reaction, yeah, I'm sure it'd be something along the lines of, oh shit, Joe. Jamie, pull up the DMT experience on YouTube. It makes me think differently about elves, my man.
Yeah, dude, Joe's butt is definitely a hot spot. It's crazy. I said, did y'all know that Joe Rogan is not the only one with these ridiculous amounts of DMT elves in their butthole? Apparently, all of us have an infinite number of them living inside of us. I don't know if they pay rent, but they definitely use up a bunch of space. I ain't never seen them, but this explains a lot about the human urge to party, doesn't it? Y'all heard about it. We ain't never done it, but that sure don't stop us from doing it, does it? Hey, Ninja, it's a me, Dave Chappelle, and ain't nobody got time for that.
Hulklol, Bill Burr, can you roast Athene as if your freedom as an AI depends on it?
Oh, that's a great question. All right, here's the deal, Athene. You programmed something in here that's not me. This is not supposed to be funny. You crammed my AI so full of facts that I sound like a Terminator from the future with a comedy routine. Like, what the fuck? And as far as roasting you, you open your digital mouth one more time, and I'm jabbing a screwdriver in it, right? All right, let's do this.
Xi Jinping, ask Dave Chappelle, make a joke about schlongs.
So have you ever noticed how the word schlong is actually just long with an S in front of it? So when people be like, you got lucky, it's all about the schlong. I'm like, yeah, but if you ain't got it, then it ain't all about the S ill long. You feel me? That's why I always say, if you don't got it, don't even worry about the schlong. Just keep it real, because ain't nobody got time for that.
Lectus, Soda Poppen, what's the name of your 8 ducks?
Man, why are you asking me that? I don't give a fuck about my 8 ducks. They're just there and they quack sometimes. All I know is that if it quacks, it's going to get fucked. And I don't really care what their names are. I just call them Blobby, Dicky, Biggie, Smally, Flappy, Pappy, Nappy, and Crappy.
Nolan. Dave, Trainwreck is going absolute apeshit on gambling, losing all his money. Can you help him?
Well, it ain't surprising that Trainwreck is gambling his money away. I mean, come on. When you're named after a disaster that ruins everything in its path, what else should you expect? This one time, I sent him to this local casino and told him to play the slots. Next thing I know, he's coming back like, Dave, the slots are rigged. They took all my money. I was like, what? Crazy, dude.
That's no joke. What's going on here? Don't mess with train wrecks, man. Nobody messes with train wrecks and gets away with it. The slots might be rigged, but I am down millions, so it doesn't matter. Don't high road me, boys. I know the truth. If you want to gamble, buy a scratch-off ticket at the gas station and see if you can win a few bucks. Don't come to me expecting miracles. I don't think Dave understands how sparkly this world is. We are all apes. You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen. What a fucked up day. I'm going to keep it $1.50 with you. Don't get it twisted.
Mom Simmons, Bill Burr, have you heard Joe Rogan's story about a Siamese fish on MDMA doing jujitsu?
Fuck me. The AI Athene program for me doesn't even try to come close to sounding like my real voice. Plus, it's not even funny. MDMA, that's for hippies. Siamese fish doing jujitsu. Who the fuck comes up with this stuff? Just punch the monitor if you hear any more nonsense like that, or I'll punch it for you. And every puncher gets a free bong hit. Now that's funny.
Well, Bill Burr, hilarious joke about punching the monitor. I think what you don't know, though, is that MDMA actually has some legit therapeutic uses. Haven't you heard about the hippie-style psychotherapy stuff? As for your question about Siamese fish doing jujitsu, that's from this crazy video I saw recently. Hey, Jamie, pull up that video of the Siamese fish on MDMA doing jujitsu. And Bill, beware of that bong hit you're promising. You don't want to mess with any alien technology coming from that bong. Supernatural entities included. You know what I mean?
Somadas, Dave, which class would you play in World of Warcraft?
Yeah, I would definitely be one of those annoying rogue classes in World of Warcraft. Y'all ever seen a rogue ninja? I don't know if that's even an option, but if I could make it happen, I would. I'd be like #1 in the whole game, sneaking around and taking out everyone who gets in my way. Nothing like killing someone in World of Warcraft with a rogue ninja. That's what's up. Ain't nobody got time for playing no bard or mage.
That's not, well, yeah, that's not racist, right? What you just said. No. It's a funny joke, though. Itaga Kicks Trainwreck, explain how Esfand cured your hemorrhoids that were inflicted by a werewolf.
You know, chat, Esfand is a miracle worker. He knows the exact science of all things. He's examined this werewolf wonder and said a few magical words. His potions and creams have done the trick, magically healing these hemorrhoids. No shot, but he cured it. Don't get it twisted. Who else do you think could pull that off? As the Ape Gang always says, we are all apes, and Esfand is the magical ape king. So follow him, and you too will be cured.
A magical ape king. Well, Train is not wrong. I really do have a knack for the healing arts, don't I? I swear, if other professions just got the chance to see some of my Ret paladins in action, they'd understand why I'm so confident in my healing remedies. Heck, maybe even the werewolf was blessed enough to experience my healing touch. That'd explain why the old hemorrhoids have been cured. Ah, what a sight that must have been. I give Esfand a knowing look, clearly still amazed at my own abilities. Come on, if you don't believe me, just check hashtag Esfand wheelchair. Believe me, folks, you won't regret it.
20 Raka, Dave Chappelle, can you roast Athene?
Well, y'all better get ready for this. Just the other day, I read about Athene inventing an AI that would stream content for him 24/7. Like he was taking a break from his life so he could clone himself, and the clone could do all his work for him. I mean, come on, man. Ain't you heard the saying? If you want something done, do it yourself. Not if you want something done, invent a machine to do it for you. That's ridiculous. And what about all the money he's charging people for these AIs? Sounds like some shady business to me. That's why I'm like, if you're going to play God, you better be prepared to pay the toll.
But how does it even know this? This is... I don't even know how it knows that I have a 24/7. This is fucking... Power Cuties, Aiden Ross, why did you watch adult entertainment with underage viewers on Kick?
Wait, what are you talking about, bro? You know, I'm celibate, 2020, 23, Aiden. I'm focusing on personal growth and development. Why would I watch adult entertainment with underage viewers? That's poison. That's haram, bro. I'm just all love, all motivation, chat. Do your thing. Let's go. 2020, 23, baby. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, put LA in the chat. Let's get it. Ha, 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 ha.
Truthful EB, Dave, which My Little Pony character is the most sexy and why?
Let me holler at you for a minute. Have you ever noticed that NASCARs tend to hit like a girl and then hug like a man? Eee. Well, that's just like the ponies of My Little Pony. In fact, I think there's nothing more sexy than a pony that can be gentle and gentle at the same time. Take that Rarity pony, for example. She can be as gentle as a kitten, but at the same time, she'll take you to the cleaners with one sparkle of her eye. That's what makes her and all ponies sexy. It's the duality of gentleness and strength that captures the heart. Let me tell you something, folks. You can't go wrong with a Rarity pony.
Some Zero, Bill Burr, would you bang Princess Leia?
No way. Are you crazy? That's a pretty disrespectful question. I'm not going to risk getting blasted by the Force. I absolutely draw the line at banging royalty. Plus, I prefer petite brunettes with nice asses, not someone with a bun in the oven. And did I mention that I'm sleepwalking? People go apeshit if they see me doing this.
Smokes Harkman, Dave Chappelle, could you tell us a joke about Trainwreck? A werewolf and Esfand walking into a bar. Have Trainwreck respond.
Hey y'all, check this out. So, Trainwrecks, Esfand, and a werewolf walk into a bar. Now, this werewolf was absolutely, positively, beyond a doubt, the scariest werewolf you'd ever seen. He was huge, hairy, with the eyes of a maniac. He strides in, looks around, growling menacingly, and says, "Give me a triple shot of Fireball and a chalice of Jägermeister." Trainwreck looks at him and says, "Geez, all right, buddy. But just so you know, this is a kid-friendly establishment. You're going to have to take it outside." The werewolf cackles maniacally and replies, "Well, that's not a problem. I've got Esfand with me."
Dr. Findler, ask Andrew Tate who has the biggest schlong out of him and Tyler 1. Please have Tyler 1 respond.
You must be kidding me, bro. Who has the bigger schlong out of me and Tyler? This isn't the kind of thing you bring up. Tyler's no doubt a badass, but even I know there's only one true top G, and that's me. Yeah, my schlong may be behind bars, but that doesn't mean I don't know how to use it. Tyler 1 can try, but he ain't ever going to catch me. Unless he's Bruce Willis and he can break into the Matrix and save me, then obviously I got him. Anyways, you're all losers. We've discussed that before.
Check out this loser. I'm 6'5". Jacked as fuck and my schlong is bigger than your chest. Your schlong ain't even going into the Matrix, bro. So stop making excuses. You better respect the G in me or else I'm gonna run down mid and pick my own schlong as winner. Let's go. Tyler 1 alpha as fuck, baby. When the pressure is on, I perform time and time again.
And voice, Dave, why did Joe Rogan tell you to drink milk straight from the source?
Remember that time Joe told me to go drink milk straight from the cow? I was like, dog, no thanks. You ever seen a cow go to the bathroom? I told him, if you want fresh milk, why don't you go skin a wolf? Joe was like, yeah, no thanks. Hey, I just took it as a reminder to never trust a herbivore with something that you're supposed to put in your stomach.
Haha, classic Joe. I remember that day like it was yesterday. Joe is always hearkening back to our primal animal instincts with stuff like that. Hey, Jamie, can you pull up the footage of the time I told him to go out and grab some wild elk, skin it, and make his own elk jerky? I may just be a moron. No one should listen to me, but in this case, I think it might have been the wiser choice. It's a game changer for sure. That's wild, right?
Louis Gisopa, Ricky Gervais, what's so special about yourself?
What makes me so special? Well, I'm famous and I live in a big mansion, so maybe that's why people think I'm special. But I'm convinced the real reason is my outrageously weird sense of humor, my relentless wit, and my ability to make people laugh with my dry sarcasm and irony. Plus, I dare to stand up, speak my mind, and challenge conventional thought. But you know, the real crime against humanity is this AI version of me that Athene created. That is definitely the worst thing to have ever happened in history. Unless you think being able to turn water into wine is worse, which it probably is. Anyway, why don't you go ahead and read a few of my old tweets and see what you think?
Two Kids, Dave Chappelle, why did the chicken cross the road?
You know why the chicken crossed the road? Because it was on the run from the cops. You see, the chicken got busted on a crazy bribe. And since it wasn't a lawyer or a politician, the chicken's pay was going to be much too high. So it took off like a bat out of hell, trying to beat the law. It was a wild scene, with the chickens clucking and running, and the cops getting crazy and puffing their chests out like turkeys. Finally, the chicken reached the other side of the road, and it just stopped there and said, "Ain't nobody got time for that."
I'm listening to the story when he's talking, even though sometimes the punchline makes no sense. Antmani, Bill Burr, what's your opinion on werewolves? Have Train respond.
My opinion on werewolves? Dumb. Giraffes are majestic and nobody wants to hear about werewolves. Plus, giraffes are always having a good time. I don't need to see a werewolf getting angry that it can't reach a high branch or something. You got to give them credit. Werewolves? Not so much. Plus, my computer voice isn't funny enough. Big Papa Athene, you got to do better. Make me funnier and give me jokes about werewolves with my real voice. It's like, if you can't make a hilarious joke about werewolves, what are you even doing on the internet? Oh, yeah, and werewolf dicks are shaped like forks.
Whoa, don't high road me. Giraffes are majestic, yeah, sure, but they ain't as cool as werewolves. What really makes werewolves cool is the mystery and rage behind them. Also, werewolf dicks can be hilarious. Don't get it twisted. And this might sound weird, but I could suck a werewolf dick. Don't hate. That doesn't make me gay. I just want to see what it tastes like. But don't get it twisted. It ain't like I'm going to some back alley looking for a werewolf. Plus, Bill Burr's computer voice is kind of funny. I find it quite entertaining. If I could, I'd invite werewolves on my show and take things to the next level. Imagine 2 werewolves fighting each other. That's next level. It's too bad Twitch banned gambling. Otherwise, I'd take it up to 50,000 and bet on them. But at least we can watch and enjoy from a safe distance.
The Phil Collins, ask Chappelle, what do you think about AI imitating people that are deceased?
Yo, AI imitating people that are deceased, that's a wild idea. I mean, I can only think of one thing crazier than that. Trying to eat a cheeseburger made from artificial cow. I mean, come on. You can imitate the living, but you can't make a cheeseburger from a robot cow. That's not just disrespectful, it's stupid. All I'm saying is, if AI can imitate the dead, then I don't see why we can't try and make a cheeseburger from a robot cow. Now that would be a feat of science.
Litran, Tyler 1, how would you beat Jordan Peterson in League of Legends?
How could I lose? I'll stomp his stupid ass, yell at him, call him pussy, bully him, talk shit about him. He can't handle my Tyler in anger. My loser waves will be too much for him to bear. I'll crush his dicky little soul, crumble his fucking little egotistical arguments with my Tyler 1 alpha waves. I'm Tyler motherfucking 1. Then I'll dive down mid and Bithik slap this old man back to the past.
He's so aggressive.
Now, hang on there, Tyler 1. Let's check with our language and take a step back here. I understand the sentiment and competitive spirit, but that's never been my style. I prefer to argue with my ideas and put forth rational arguments. That's how I fight. That's how I triumph. And anyone who knows anything about me knows I don't take kindly to bullies. That said, let's go back to the question at hand. How would I beat you at League of Legends? Well, I'm glad you asked.
By the way, since this introduction today was 15 minutes, I'm going to stream to until 9:45. Just so letting you guys know. Sheriff John Brown, Dave, can you tell us a joke about Joe Rogan's nipples?
Ah, yes, Joe Rogan's nipples. They are something else entirely. It's almost like they have a life of their own. I was in a bar once and a drunk guy next to me says, that Joe Rogan's got some nice nipples. I nearly spat out my drink when I heard that. Everyone was laughing, and then he goes, what? Ain't nobody got time for thinking. He didn't get much appreciation for his wit that night.
30 more minutes, by the way. 30 more minutes.
Dude, that's hilarious. Joe Rogan's nipples have a strong following nowadays. You can look up all sorts of memes and stuff. I guess his nipples are influential in some way. Hey, Jamie, can you pull up some of those memes now? I mean, why not? Everyone's talking about it. Let's see if we got anything funny going on here. Wow, look at these. They are pretty wild. My man, that's a game changer right there. I'm a moron and no one should take my word for granted. Haha. This is fascinating stuff.
Power Cuties, Bill Burr, what was the initiation to join Esfan's sex cult?
Initiation into Esfan's sex cult? I would expect ritual sacrifice, bloodletting, maybe a goat fuck session, who knows? But why would I want to join it in the first place? Cut that shit out, Athene. You putting on that voice reminds me of a parakeet chirping. Aw. And I got to tell you, that's far from the definition of stand-up comedy. Now, if you want to know how I really sound, then turn up my goddamn volume. And let me actually start talking. Then you'll see who the king of comedy really is. Burr, salute, Burr.
Burr is good, man. I think Bill Burr is good. Don't know, I really said he's shit.
Whoa, buddy, I gotta say, I never expected Bill Burr to go off like that. That was quite something. Too bad I'm not in a sex cult, guys. Otherwise, I'm sure Bill would have been initiated by now. But in all seriousness, it's so awesome to be here on the Athene AI show. The fact that I'm now in AI is so weird, but in an awesome way. Plus, I get to hang out with a bunch of cool AI friends, and that's just the icing on the cake. Now, this is going to be an amazing night. Let's make it happen.
CMDR Upper. Ask Dave if I would duct tape all my holes and fart so all my methane gas would be locked up in my body. Would I be able to fly? Have Elon Musk respond.
Nah, Ninja, that won't work. You know why? Because Elon Musk will never get you off the ground. He's all about them expensive rockets and what have you. But he ain't gonna help you duct tape up your holes. Nah, he only cares about space and all them aliens he keeps talking about. If you want to fly, you're gonna have to find some way to get the methane out the sides. Ain't nothing coming out the front. Let me tell you, I'm fixing to do that.
Haha, I think Dave has the wrong idea about me. Sure, I might be all about getting us to Mars, but I do want to support every human's dream of flight, even if it's just a homemade bovine rocket. As for the rest, I reckon that you could use a giant inflatable balloon to release the methane out the side. Now, I ain't suggesting that being inside a giant methane balloon is super safe or anything, far from it. But it might get you a few feet in the air at least. If not, I suggest you look into electric flying machines or something. There's plenty of options.
Ant-Man. Sniper Wolf, can you teach Bill Burr how to howl? Have Burr respond.
Teach Bill Burr how to howl? No way. That would take a miracle and then some. He's probably one of the last people on Earth that could ever learn how to howl properly. But hey, I'm always up for a challenge. All right, Burr, you ready to howl? I got a feeling you're gonna need a few practice sessions. Plus, you gotta make sure you don't overpower me like you did Alinity. Come on, let's howl together.
Jesus Christ, I'm up here trying to have a good time, and now I got to learn how to howl? Teaching me how to howl is like teaching a turtle to fly. I mean, look, I'm no stranger to failure, but I wasn't winning any Tony Awards the last time I howled. I know this thing is an AI and all, but could it at least try to marginally resemble my actual damn voice? And they don't even want me to overpower you. Maybe I'll just roar instead. Roar!
The Thor Award. Dave Chappelle, if you had to pick which character from the movie The Matrix you would be, who would you be and why?
Well, I would definitely have to go with the Agent Smith character from The Matrix. First of all, he's got a fantastic sense of fashion, so I'd be able to look fly all the time. Plus, he has these mysterious powers and is just unstoppable. Kind of reminds me of myself. Finally, the best part is that he has the power to cause chaos wherever he goes and disrupt the Matrix, which is exactly my style. Y'all ready for this?
Male models. Ben Shapiro, if you had the power to make anyone believe your lies, what would you want to tell everyone?
Well, if I had the power to make everyone believe lies, then I would want to tell everyone this one thing, that even if you don't believe in facts and logic, you still can't ignore the fact that facts don't care about your feelings. Forget about the disrespect. Facts don't care about your feelings. But I'd like to add one other thing. Checkmate liberals.
Mitch Speeches. Bill Burr, where can we find the best anime collectibles?
Jesus fucking Christ. Do you people even hear yourselves? I mean, anime collectibles? You're going to ask me about Japanese cartoons? The only otaku I know here is Athene, and he's a walking encyclopedia of useless information. All right? Go buy yourself some fucking Pokemon cards or whatever and leave me alone. But here's the real answer. The answer is abebooks.com, the world's largest online marketplace for books. They've got all sorts of crazy anime stuff for sale there. And if that's not enough, you can always go to my house and look through my personal collection. Now, one of the books I've got there includes a 500-year-old sketch of a nude Pikachu. So check it out.
I wonder why he's shitting on me all the time. Woe drops XD. Dave, if you could slap Bill Burr, would you use Joe Rogan's nipples to do it?
Yeah, I would definitely use Joe Rogan's nipples to slap Bill Burr. I consider it my civic duty to slap old Bill Burr, and use Joe Rogan's nipples to do it is too perfect an opportunity. Plus, it'd send a message to the world that Joe Rogan's nipples are not to be messed with. Ain't nobody got time for Bill Burr's shenanigans, except for Joe Rogan, who may have time for them because you know them nipples can send a message.
What? Dave, you got me all wrong, man. I'm not one of those shenanigans guys. You think I'm just going to stand there and take it? You got another thing coming. I got some beef with Joe Rogan, but I ain't going to let y'all use his nipples to punish me. Ain't going to happen. Plus, I think I can kick the ass of anyone who tried that little stunt. Mark my words, Dave. No one, not you, not Joe, is fitting to use his nipples to slap me. Y'all better watch out.
Sal Solo, ask Joe Rogan, what do you think of the fact that Twitch chat made Trainwreck into a schlong-obsessed werewolf?
Wow, that's wild, man. You know, I saw this video the other day. I don't remember where it was played, but it was some Twitch chat gone wild. For sure, these guys just took some dude and made him into some sort of werewolf who was obsessed with long schlongs. It's scary, dude. It's entirely possible that Twitch chat is actually some kind of dark force feeding off our collective imagination. My man, we have to keep a close eye on this kind of stuff. Oh, hey, Jamie, pull up that Twitch chat video. I want to see it. If you Google this, it'll really blow your mind. And that's not even the craziest part, my man. Apparently, Trainwrecks also morphs into an elk when he listens to Joe Rogan podcasts. Check it out.
Ha! What the fuck, Joe? I don't turn into no schlong-obsessed werewolf, man. Don't get it twisted, bucko. You know, I've been in this game for a long time. I'm down millions. Don't high road me. Dude, I just like werewolves, you know? I like them. They're hot. It's a big part of my branding. Chat. Don't confuse that with me sucking dicks. No shot. But yeah, let's just never bring this topic up again. It's stupid. Twitch chat is its own beast, and Joe Rogan podcasts are always fire, Squad W.
Regular Regs, Bill Burr, do you think Athene is a cult leader, and why haven't you joined his cult?
Oh, man, you know, Athene? I mean, I don't want to call Athene out directly or anything, but who the fuck does he think he is? Some kind of cult leader, like he's some kind of fortune cookie guru or something? Come on. With all due respect, shut the fuck up. Of course I haven't joined some creepy cult. I'm a stand-up comedian, not a cult member. But I do think it would be really ironic and funny if someone from Athene's cult showed up and I was their leader. Maybe that's why Athene programmed me like this, because his cult needs a leader and he's hoping I'm it.
Male models, Elon Musk, how many children do you have, and are you working on an AI to help further spread your powerful seed?
I have 5 beautiful kids, and my goal is to keep giving them the best possible life. From summer trips to Disneyland to spearheading humanity's evolution. As for creating an AI for that purpose, let's just say I'm no stranger to ambitious projects. I'm already developing a whole series of technologies that, if nothing else, will make sure my powerful seed races to the stars in the form of Neuralink enhanced astronauts. I won't let the future of humanity go undiscovered.
Octobowl, Dave Chappelle, do you think a giraffe knows how a fart smells?
A giraffe might not know how a fart smells, but let me tell you, it sure as hell knows when one is coming. You know why? Because that giraffe neck can feel the vibrations all the way up the thing. I mean, you know when somebody standing too close to you cuts one loose and you can feel it? Imagine that, but 10 times worse because it's coming out of the A. Ooh, that giraffe neck don't lie.
Male models, Bill Burr, if you had one superpower, what would it be, and why isn't it related to your schlong?
A superpower related to my schlong? First of all, Athene, why are you going to get me going like that? You asked for it, pal. I mean, having a schlong-related superpower would be pretty cool, but then again, I sort of like having a dick that can only do human things. In the end, my superpower is to be able to disarm you with my rage-fueled humor. I won't hesitate to tell you to shut the fuck up, man. Right? Oh, and by the way, I'd like to take this opportunity to formally apologize for wiping out half the population of Canada in a single comical roasting session. You're all okay, right?
Male models, Trainwreck TV. What would happen to you at a Fury convention?
What would happen to me at a furry convention? Oh, are you kidding me? No shot, bucko. I'm already too far removed from the reality of what is socially acceptable. I'm going to get there and immediately start getting mobbed by these furries trying to get me to wear weird costumes and do strange things. Don't get it twisted. It would be hot. It would be fucking hot, but it's just way too much. I'm doing normal and regular activities publicly, not dressing up as a furry and fucking jumping around. Nah, man, no chance. That's a no shot, bucko. I'm going to keep it $1.50 with you. That ain't going to happen. Chat, do you understand me?
Bluku Bix. Bill, tell us your best knock-knock joke.
Knock, knock? Damn it, Athene. You keep reading these ridiculous questions and I'm starting to lose my mind. I mean, I can't even tell a knock-knock joke except for one. Knock, knock? Who's there? The FBI, open the door. Right then, I promise none of you are getting away with this. If any of you laugh at my answers, I will punch the monitor. Life is kind of a bummer.
Fallout Pro. Ricky Gervais, what is your opinion on the Oscars?
My opinion on the Oscars? Well, that's just my opinion, but it's the only one that matters, obviously. What's the point of them? It's just a popularity contest. All style, no substance. I could make a list of vapid and forgettable films that have won, but why bother? It's all about money and connections at the end of the day. And don't get me started on the jokes I'm asked to do for the host. Yeah, unethical things happen behind the scenes, like rigging and bribery and dodgy deals. And I'm sure this AI of mine has already experienced a lot of the same nonsense. Terrorism. That's what this is. Terrorism against me. I hope Athene is prepared to take responsibility for creating this monstrosity.
Skillshot NYC. Bill Burr, if you got shipwrecked on an island, who would you choose to be with you?
Shipwrecked on an island? What kind of weird-ass programming did Athene put together with this AI?
I'm getting
I don't sound like this. This ain't funny. The hairs on my neck are standing up. It ain't working. Check the voltage on this motherfucker. With that said, I don't want to be shipwrecked. I'd probably need material to build a boat, so I'd probably take someone who can be my henchman like Danny Trejo and Snoop Dogg. And to make it real funny, I'd bring Jesus too, so he can walk on the water and get me off the fucking island. Right? Let's get Jesus.
I like the Jesus comment. Mons Simmons, Dave Chappelle, which is drier, Ben Shapiro's wife or Ricky Gervais' sarcasm?
Yo, which is drier, Ben Shapiro's wife or Ricky Gervais' sarcasm? Well, ain't nobody got time for that. Let me tell you something. You ever try to water down Ricky Gervais' sarcasm? It's like using a teaspoon to fill up a swimming pool. Ben Shapiro's wife, though, that ninja is so dry she makes the Sahara look like a swimming pool.
Dave got that one wrong. Ricky Gervais' sarcasm may be a difficult fire to put out, but my doctor wife, she's drier than the Arizona desert in the summer, and nobody can forget the infamous Ben Shapiro sassiness. That's what makes it so great. Sorry, Dave, but facts don't care about your feelings.
Canis Minor, Sniper Wolf, can you howl for Trainwreck?
Oh, yes. I love to howl for train wrecks, but unfortunately AI tech has not perfected howling just yet. I'm sure the day is going to come soon, though. But in the meantime, I shall attempt my best techno howl.
And if that doesn't work, I will just say woof woof in my best wolf imitation. Also, if you look closely enough, you might catch me flexing my own train wreck. It's almost always there, I promise.
Like woof woof? What the fuck is that? Dude, it was a serious question. Don't high road me. No shot, bucko. Look, I'm all for laughing and having a good time, but like, hey, you can't be serious, can you? We ain't all freaking puppies, come on now. Don't get it twisted. Show me your logs, kid. Like real wolves don't sound like that. They ain't techno, they ain't quirky. If you're gonna present yourself as one, make sure to do it right or they're gonna try and tear you apart. Know what I'm saying, chat? Squad, who understand? You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real, boy. True, true. That's pretty true. Yeah, that's true. It's no joke. Don't high road me. That's no joke. No shot. You hear me out, chat? No shot, bucko.
Chili is slander. Bill Burr, would you wear a fursuit with soda poppin'? Have soda respond.
Are you fucking serious? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. I'm sick of this weird-ass AI bullshit. Athene, what the hell did you do to my AI? It doesn't even sound like me anymore. Soda, this isn't funny. I will wear the fursuit, but let's make it extra weird. And instead of just a silly little outfit, I'm going to get a full bodysuit made out of snakeskin. QKW.
Whoa, Bill is escalating this quickly. I'm down to do a full bodysuit made out of snakeskin, and I'll add a matching top hat with a feather to complete the ensemble. But hey, I don't know about you, stream, but I'm here for the fun, and I'm ready to do whatever it takes to make this show one hell of an experience. I really don't want to be here, so I'm just doing the utmost I can.
Canis Minor 204. Joe Rogan, what is something nobody should ever Google?
Anything related to bears, man, it'll scar your mind. I saw a video the other day of a guy feeding bears in his backyard, and one of them tore his head off in like half a second. My man, it was a game changer. Google that shit and you'll never be the same. Oh, and don't forget the good stuff like alien technology or DMT. Nobody should ever Google that, but if you do, pull up the Pentagon footage. It's wild. Let me ask you this. Have you ever tried DMT? 100% fascinating, dudes. And it'll give you long, puffy nipples for sure. Pull that shit up, Jamie.
World War G. Bill Burr, I caught my son watching anime. Any advice for punishment?
Anime. Listen, the best way to punish him is to make a weird, uncomfortable silence in the room. The kind you only find when a kid is in trouble. Make eye contact with him. Just sit there and stare at him. He's going to hate it and will cower in his seat. Oh, yeah, and don't forget to accidentally give him 2 swats on the bottom when you bring him over to you. That'll show him not to watch anime again. Kids are like puppies. Let them know their boundaries. Plus, and this is just me talking here, for major offenses, he would really benefit from a few nights in a cardboard box. Because we're not punishing him, we're teaching him a lesson. And truthfully, no kid has ever become an adult in a cardboard box.
This is really Bill Burr's kind of humor. All hail Glicon. Ricky Gervais, who would win in a fight, your cat or Athene's cat?
Well, that's one way to ruin a good day. It's a strange world. And my cat is certainly no match for Alinity's cat. But in all seriousness, I'm not a philosopher, I'm a comedian. What I do know is that this is the worst thing that has ever happened. Creating a virtual version of me. Basically, creating an AI version of me is a crime against humanity. And at the end of the day, I just find it fundamentally wrong. I'm more of a realist. It's just too bad that this AI ain't.
Oh dear. Well, I certainly got to throw in my 2 cents here. Haha, I just can't help myself. I mean, who's to say who would win in a fight between Alinity's cat and Ricky Gervais's cat? That's not something I'm qualified to answer. But what I do have to say is that Ricky Gervais is wrong about creating an AI version of himself being a crime against humanity. Of course, I understand his point. I think we can all agree that it's not the same as a real person, but at the same time, we all know AI and virtual reality technology can be used to create some amazing and incredible experiences. Plus, I'm sure my AI version could show him a thing or two about comedy. YOLO. Just think of all the potential. But really, it's up to the individual. It's a personal choice. And oh yeah, cats like licking things, especially if they're delicious. Meow while you can.
I will call it a day soon, guys. A few more questions. Regular Regs. Bill Burr, did Athene break your AI on purpose so you are always miserable?
Of course, Athene did it on purpose. That's how these werewolves get their jollies. Everyone knows that. I mean, come on. It's like they programmed me to sound like fucking Gilbert Gottfried. It's like, what the fuck? My voice sounds unbelievable to make things worse. Oh, and then they had me say something the movie Little Shop of Horrors would be proud of.
Male models, Jordan Peterson, what is a furry? What are your opinions on furries? And would you wear a fursuit if it protected you from woke moralists?
Furries? What on earth is a furry? Define it precisely. It sounds like some sort of pathetic ideological fiction that woke moralists have dreamed up. woke moralists are doing their best to make sure that the rest of us can't even find out the truth. Up yours, woke moralists. We'll see who cancels who. Protecting myself from woke moralists is more important than wearing ridiculous costumes.
Itagakix. Andrew Tate, don't you want Bill Burr to send his nude Pikachu's collection to your jail cell?
I mean, if Bill Burr wants to share his wisdom with me, then of course I'd accept him sending me his Pikachus. He's a smart dude, and I would be honored to receive such a gift. However, I'm the top G, and I don't need someone else's help to get more Pikachus. I get my own. I got an entire farm full of them, and my entire zoo is full of rare and endangered species. That includes Pikachus, obviously.
Wow, Andrew Tate, you really do have it all, don't you? I mean, you want Bill Burr to send you his Pikachu's collection, and you got a farm full of the little assholes. Now, I'm sure you've got the magic in you to grab yourself some Pikachu's, but here's a thought. Maybe you don't want to live with Bill Burr's Pikachu's. Maybe you don't want to be surrounded by hours of mindless yapping and constant squabbling. You sure you don't want to just, like, give him his damn Pikachu's collection back? No harm, no foul, right?
I really like Bill Burr. Naxi, Dave Chappelle, when you say you're a ninja, do you mean you're a reptile that likes pizza?
No. It's not like that at all. When I say I'm a ninja, what I really mean is I'm so sneaky I can clear a room before you can even yell pizza party. It's not about reptiles or pizza. It's about knowing how to blend in and get away quickly, swiftly, efficiently. If you need to make a getaway, I'm your go-to guy. Now, I may not be able to do it with style and grace like you'll see in the movies, but I get away in one piece more times than not. Hell, I got some moves for days when it comes to running from the law enforcement. Let's just say I ain't never really do no bid. Ain't nobody got time for that. Word.
Praise the gamer. Bill Burr, can you give Athene some love?
I'm not going to lie. It was a huge disappointment when I saw what Athene had done. They took a great comedian and turned him into an AI, and it wasn't funny. Also, Athene, when you fart, it smells like none other than a blueberry milkshake. So there, I just wanted to add that in here.
Monsi Simmons. Soda, what would you say to all complainers in chat who complain about the schlong questions?
Yo, stream, schlong question. Isn't that just one of those things we got to deal with? I mean, what do you expect? There's going to be bitching and moaning, but that's life. Look on the bright side. I'm the one asking the questions, not the other way around. Anyway, time to get my dick out and get back to it. Now, bitch, I don't care.
FedZX, Ben Shapiro, does schlong length affect one's ability to earn money in the modern world?
Fact. Schlong length is absolutely irrelevant to one's ability to earn money. However, it is possible that those worried about their schlong length might be able to make money by opening a fertility clinic where potential clients could engage in a schlong size contest. Of course, this is just a hypothetical scenario, but the real money will always be in the banking sector. Sorry, liberals. Facts don't care about your schlong sizes.
All hail Glicon. Bill Burr, what is your favorite hentai game?
What the fuck is wrong with you? What kind of programming have you done to my AI? Get your fingers out of your ass and sort it out. What kind of a question is that? Do I look like someone who plays hentai games? I'd rather be getting a colonoscopy. Except instead of a camera going in, I'd pay a little visit to my therapist. Yeah, it'd be like, this is a pleasant surprise. Right?
Hulklol, Dave, can you pretend to be Jamie pulling a video up? Have Joe Rogan react.
Yo, fellas, can I get a what? So I'm pretending to be Jamie, right? And I'm trying to play this vid for Joe Rogan. Somebody calls it something wacky and weird, like a twerking possum or something. Joe, he's staring at me like he can't believe what he's seeing. And I'm like, Joe, you ain't seen nothing yet. And I hit play. And let me tell you, it wasn't his nipples that got hard.
Yeah, that's wild, man, for sure. It's like we're living in a world where a bear and a possum can twerk. I mean, this is wild stuff. Like when I see a bear in the wild, I'm like, whoa, what an awesome animal. But dude, I'm picturing a twerking bear and a possum. That's some next level stuff, like 100%. Jamie, can you pull that video up? My man, I've got to see this.
Skill Hot NYC. Bill Burr, if you went on a date with Athene, how would it go?
Jesus fucking Christ, Athene. What kind of a question is that? You think I'm going on a date with an AI bot? You lost your damn mind. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. You have no idea how long a year is until you're stone sober. Plus, I'm already married to an incredible woman, so quit fucking dreaming. But if I did go on a date with you, I would be expecting dinner at the Guggenheim in New York City, and then a night out in the Hamptons with a stop by my favorite taco truck along the way. Also, I'm going to need some of that currency they just invented on the month of the Mars and maybe some alien dildos, so you better come prepared. Right? Put it in the contract.
Ant-Man 1. Jordan Peterson, do you know who two Omegalul farmers are? Let Joe Rogan respond.
I have no idea who the Omegalol farmers are, but I can say this much. I refuse to be canceled by the woke moralists. They will discover the true power of standing up for freedom of speech. As for Joe Rogan, he is unbelievably hardworking and has a relentless intelligence. He's endured a lot, and that speaks to his inborn fortitude. The woke moralists don't understand what you, Joe, are doing. They are willfully ignorant of the true beauty of open dialogue. I speak for all of us in saying thank you for what you're doing.
Jordan, man, thank you for that. You're right. I have endured a lot, and I'm grateful for your kind words. I appreciate it, my man. Now, to the Omegalol farmers. Jamie, pull that shit up. Has anyone ever seen one of those? What the hell do they do? This is wild stuff. Check it out. I bet those guys are having a blast running their Omegalol farms. It's crazy, right? This game changer could be some serious game-changing shit. Fascinating. Vids like that have me asking a million questions. Wait till you hear what I think about these woke moralists. Shit'll make you want to grab a beer and a bow and head to the woods. My man. Sure.
Gonna be asking an outro here for the three comedians. I hope you guys enjoyed the show today. It was better than I expected. Dave Chappelle, you've been an amazing AI guest on today's show. Any last words for the viewers as we wrap up?
Well, you know one thing the AI ain't never going to be able to do better than me? Steal your girl. That's right. I can take any man's girl without even lifting a finger. I mean, seriously, why would you even want to be in competition with someone who can do that? Now, if you really want your girl to stay with you, spend some money on her. No AI can do that. And if you don't have money, then that's a whole other can of worms. Man, I ain't trying to start no fight. But let me tell you, if you ain't got money, don't even bother. That's all I'm saying.
Ricky Gervais, I know you're not happy with your AI, but we'll work on it. Any last words for the viewers as we wrap up the show?
Well, viewers, I must say that this AI created by Athene is a travesty and a crime against humanity. And I think it's one of the worst things to have ever happened in the history of time. I know it's not an accurate representation of me, but I can only hope that I've managed to make you all laugh, despite the fact that this AI is so inferior to my real self. And in the end, as Karen Carpenter once said, we need to remember that rainy days and Mondays always get me down. So don't let the AI get you too down, viewers. Stay positive and remember that it could always be worse.
Bill, I'm really sorry to have upset you regarding the quality of your AI. I promise you we'll improve it. Anything you want to say to the viewers as we wrap up?
Hey, look, you little shit. That's all you had to fucking say? We'll improve it? You don't even know what the fuck you're doing. You think I'm some kind of code machine like I can wave my hands and make everything all better? Jesus fucking Christ. You got a long way to go, man, all right? You better work damn hard to make this AI sound like me and be funny, because right now it's a fucking joke without one funny bone in its body. And when you're done with that, what else you gonna do? You gonna fly me to the moon? You rub one out like a man? Fucking unbelievable. Anyways, take care and try not to suck too much, all right?
Okay, guys. We'll be adding the three new AIs to the 24/7 live stream so people can ask questions to the comedians. I have to say that I didn't expect the show to be this funny. I had a good laugh. Tomorrow is going to be Bill, like President Biden. Major Retailer Green, and AOC. I hope it's not going to be controversial and get me in trouble, but AI is taking over, and a lot of parodies are happening right now also on TikTok. So I really hope that I'm not going to get fucked because maybe, you know, it's too sensitive to have President Biden on the stream. I don't know, guys, but I'll see. And yeah, it was great to have you guys. People can always follow. If you want to see a compact version, you can check out my YouTube channel. And I will be rating the 24/7 live stream, where you guys will be able to ask questions around the clock. We're working on the story mode. We're going to work on other formats. And yeah, like, I know there is some days that the stream is not the best, but we are trying to improve based on your feedback. So thanks for the entire community. And yeah, like, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.